Well, welcome back. Let's talk about underbay storage today and how I did mine. I'll show you the whole process, what's underneath, what the panels look like, what I use for materials. This is underneath the front of the bus, right behind the driver's tire. You can see this panel right here. This was extended. Used to only come to about right there. So I've added a piece in there. Makes it look like a factory piece from the outside. We'll see that when we get out there. This is part of the original bus here, as well as this piece. This is the lower panel support, I guess. Goes back to here. I've put a mud flap right here in front of the battery box. You can see it goes all the way to the top there. Comes down here, has another support so that it can't really swing and get out of where it's supposed to be. So helps with the mud and the stuff stay away from the batteries and the battery box and everything else on this side. So we'll go behind here now and I'll show you what's back there. Okay, this is a look at the mud flap again and the support here that's going to hold it up. Keeps it from swinging, getting out of place. This is underneath the battery box, looking towards the rear. So let's move back here a little more. This frame here, the bottom pieces are 1.25" tubing. The uprights are 1" tubing. You'll see better when I get back there. And it's about 24 inches across from here to the outside and 24 inches tall. That way when you cut a sheet of plywood or a sheet of steel in half, there's pretty much no waste because you have 24 inches, right? It's half a sheet of plywood. Works pretty good. And let's go back here a little farther. You can see also these pieces coming down here from the top. Those are the original channels that come across, go all the way up the side of the bus, around the top and over to the other side. This is the factory length that they used to be, so they've been extended this far. This 1" tubing fits very nicely inside that channel, so it's welded on the, before the panels are put on, it's welded in the channel outside. Everywhere there's a door, I've put it up right here, whether there's a channel there or not. So this part just goes up to the bottom of the bus. It's welded up there. That gives the door some structure, somewhere to hang to, right? The hinge on one side, latch on the other side. Gives everything some support. See, that's the inside of this one door on this side. And let's go back here farther. Try and bring this light with me. This is right in front of the back tire, so I put another mud flap here, as well as this support here, so that it can't fly into the tire. This right here is the exhaust from the generator. Comes from the other side. Right there, you can see it goes up over the drive shaft, has a support up there that allows the tubing to stay up there so it can't fall into the drive shaft. And it exits through the side of the bus right there. I'll show you that when we get outside as well. So that's pretty much it. It's just 1" square tubing down here, right there. 1" for some of the uprights at the top. Can you see that? Let's go look over here. I can reach in there better. Right there, they are bolted to the top using flat bar. Right there. Where are you? Where are we? Right there. There we are. Right there. There's a piece of flat bar welded on top of this 1-inch tubing, and then these are 3/8 bolts with Stover lock nuts on them so that they can't back off. 2 bolts on every support here. These channels run across the bus side to side, and they are pretty substantial. They already have holes in them like right there, but those were too far in for what I needed, so there's holes further out right there. See, it's kind of dirty under here, but I'll wash it off before I put anything in here. There's the mud flap again. There's looking back. Has the extra brace here. Keeps this side supported. Because right now there is nothing in here all the way to the battery box. It's just this frame. So this is probably going to be where the water tanks are, wastewater, and the battery compartment probably, once I get that far. So let's go outside the panels here and I'll show you what's out there. I don't think there's anything else in here we need to see. Okay, we're back at the front of the bus here again. This is the piece here. Oh, where'd you go? This piece here has been added on. You can see it was probably somewhere about this length right here. Came around in the corner there, and that was the original height of the sides of the bus. So this piece is extended to make it look like it's supposed to be there. Rounded corner there. This panel has sealant between here and there so that water can't be forced inside. The panels, they overlap, I guess they underlap this rub rail so that this edge is finished, right? This is also sealant put along this whole side here before the panel was put in there. And then the rub rails tightened down, these holes are sealed, rivets will be all sealed. And when you do this, the panels need to start from the back to the front so that they overlap the correct way. This way, when the water's going like that, it can't be forced inside. If the panels overlap the other way, it would go right underneath. Similar to the front, but I had to do the front like that because there is no panel to go underneath. This is the battery box compartment. Its size is the stock size, has a drip rail above it. I've added this latch so that it matches the other ones on all the other doors. And on this side we only have this one door here for now. Let's go up here, back farther. I can show you the whole side. There it is. And I only have this one door here for now because I'm not really sure what's going to go in here other than the water tanks and batteries, so I didn't make any other doors. Also, this side is the one where the exhaust for the generator comes out right there. I just showed you that from underneath. And inside here, that's what the frame looks like. It's just 24 inches deep that way, about 24 inches tall, like I said. So plywood and steel makes it easier for cutting. See that mud flap up there? You can see where where's the better one? Right there. Where they're bolted up there, 3/8 bolts with nylock or Stover lock nuts, not nylock nuts. That provides the mechanical grip to keep the bolt together so it can't loosen off. In this situation, that would not be very good. The exhaust again is right there, runs out the side, comes over top of the drive shaft. Mud flap to keep the junk off of everywhere. And back here, that's the back of the mud flap right there, front of the tire. Bolts up to the stock location there. That'll all be painted underneath once I get a little further along here. And again, these panels are all sealed between the panel and the tubing everywhere, so nothing will rattle, no corrosion should be able to get between there. That's the door. You can see the support diagonal there across it to give it some strength so it won't sag, which it probably wouldn't anyways, but. And all these doors are sealed between this tubing and the door, as well as this Sikaflex here in the corner, so no moisture can get down in there. Stainless steel hinge. This door has no seal on it right now. Between the door and the side of the panel here, but it will have. Has a little gas charge cylinder right there. It provides the stop for the door so it can't open too far, and it holds it 90 degrees to the bus. So it closes nice. Just like that. I'm going to use closed cell foam for a sealant around the doors. Right there. That's that door open. Like I said, these panels are tucked up underneath the rub rail here, as well as sealed underneath there, so moisture can't get down there, I hope. So that's that side along the long part of the bus. This panel here has the exhaust coming through it, 6-inch exhaust. I have a couple pictures to show you how I did that. Now that's the back door panel right ahead of the rear bumper. Let's open that and see what's in there. Same kind of gas cylinder on there. Same style of door. You can see it's sealed there. Those are the tack welds when I put this tubing onto the inside of the door. Everything is painted before it's put together. The rear compartment here is 3/4 inch plywood. I thought that was probably good enough for back here. Not in here, but on the other side where all the environment's going to be, it's going to be sprayed with box liner, so that'll help with corrosion and decay of the plywood over time, I guess. All the edges are sealed with Sikaflex, every corner here, so nothing should be able to get in there. You can see up there. The top here is 1/4 inch plywood, and it's just screwed up to those channels that run across from side to side, so there should be nothing getting in there. And between the channels up on the other side of that, I know you can't see it from here, but we'll go in there. Between all them channels is sealed with blue styrofoam and sealant, so no animals or debris or anything can get up in there and sit on the back side, sit on the top there. And that's the back. Everything's overlapped. You can see the sealant in there, so no debris or water or moisture can get in. Come to the back here. Bumper is just kind of temporarily cleaned and painted. We have this rear valance here with backup lights in it. Should work okay. I might put another one in the corner so you see a little bit sideways, but let's go underneath. I'll show you where the tops are sealed. Okay, we're at the back again here underneath. You can see the plywood part of the box there, enclosure. Some tabs welded on there to bolt the plywood to. Sides are sealed. A bit of rusty crap around that corner there, but that's just the side of the bumper. I'll buff that off and paint it. There's the box underneath again. See the bottom? And like I said, all that's going to be sprayed with box liner, so it should be pretty robust, I think. There's the mud flap. And can you see up there? Yep. See, it has blue foam in there, so they keep the debris from getting on top of the box. And all that up there will be sprayed with box liner as well. Just haven't got that far. You can see some of the sealant coming out right there. Some places I've added these extra tabs here like that. Help keep the tubing upright, supported to the rest of the tubing. Up here, this is the front of the box. Anywhere where there's open ends of the tubing, everything's filled in so debris can't fill up the tube, especially from the top. You don't want moisture in there. That's that edge sealed. There's the 6-inch exhaust coming from forward. Makes a little corner there. So the 6-inch piece is only that much. And the mud flap again, the support to hold it up. And that should do it for this part of this video. I will do the other side and we'll have that on the next one. I'll show you all the compartments and what's in them and what they do and how they're built. Thanks for watching.